Devil's deception of Sufis in the matter of refraining from marriage.
Very sensitive issue. So many brothers and sisters refrain from marriage. They don't want to marry. And I tell you the danger of not marrying. Listen, whether you are not married at all in your life, you have never been married, or whether, God forbid, there is divorce or widowhood, you became widow or divorced, and you refuse to remarry again, if Allah gives you a chance. Actually, there is a devil's deception there. Let's see. Only one thing can stop you from marrying legally, is the fear that you may not look after your yatim who are small. By marrying a man, your children who are small, little ones, still need you badly. They are not safe. They're still small, under the age of 10. And you stick to them. That's the only thing that is lawful. Because if you marry a man, you are afraid that you neglect your kids. Because let me tell you one thing. If a woman marries a man, if she is divorcee, the custodianship of the children go away from her to her husband. If they are small, if they are under 10, you need to know this ahkam, sisters. For example, a sister gets divorced and she has small kids. If she remarries, it's full right for her ex to take the children. In divorce, the custodianship of the children go to the mother. In Islam. Did I say in Islam?
Yeah.
Did I say in Islam or in divorce? During divorce, in Islam, if a husband and wife divorce, the children must go with the mother because no one looks after them like the mother. Unless she committed a major sin or she is insane. Then they go to the father. But if she remarries, is the full right of the father to take them back. Is this clear? This is the deen. Huh? But if they are above, mashallah, then that's it. They're safe. If amicable divorce, then alhamdulillah, both father and mother should agree about looking after them and this and that and this. But only in what you call bitter divorces that these things happen. That's why Islam emphasizes on when divorce happens should be in a amicable way. Or to a less degree, even if it's bitter, not that bitter. So that the children don't have to choose between father and mother, which is unfair to them, honestly. No, don't put your children to choose between you and your spouse. So, widow, she can refuse to marry if the only reason, when we say, sister, why? Allah gave you a better husband. She says, I cannot because of my kids. I'm afraid not to do justice. While attending to this man, that's the only excuse we can accept. But still, it's not a very strong excuse. Why? Sahaba married. You are no better than Sahaba. They had small kids and they remarried again. Because it's the right thing to do. Look, shaitan comes to the Sufis and refrain them from marriage. Let's see.
Marriage is an obligation for he who fears falling into immorality, and where there is no such danger, it is a firm mu'akkada sunnah by most scholars.
Okay, now there is no fear of falling into sin, immorality. Does that mean you don't marry? No. The best reason for marriage is to please Allah and follow the sunnah of Rasulullah. That's all.
For the first marriage.
Even second or third or fourth or 10. It's the fact that I am pleasing Allah. Please understand this. Shaitan comes and tell you things. No. It's not just fear from immorality. Let's say there is, inshallah, no immorality whatsoever. It's the right thing to do, my sisters. It's to get remarried. Because it's ibadah. I told you, marriage in Islam is worship. And in one hadith, Rasulullah said, do not meet Allah single. I told you this hadith and I repeat it. Do not meet Allah while you're still single. Meaning, either unmarried or divorcee or widow. So if Allah gives you a chance.
When you say do not meet, means that is it a strong
no? لا تلقى الله أعزبا.
I suppose, especially so for the men.
Yes.
Is that for men or? I mean,
Man marries with who? La ilaha illallah.
no,
Yeah.
no. What I mean is the.
Salman, Shamim, what's wrong with you today? Look at my hat now. Look.
No, because I'm trying to think. Because man, if they lose a wife, or chances are they want to
easy.
marry again.
They will marry.
Yeah. But woman, the inclination is not so much.
Yes.
But based on this hadith, so both women and men
Must.
are encouraged.
It's highly
to
encouraged,
marry.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so please, the sunnah is, God forbid, if anything happens in your life, don't say that's it. Don't say that. Look at this hadith. Look how shaitan deceives people in not marrying. Either not marry at all, which is the worst thing. Hey, it's not like you are available and you want and no one has come. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when really someone wants you and you refuse. Keep refusing. That is wrong. That's called celibacy.
Choosing.
Celibacy, you don't want to. You want to be like a monk. That's haram in Islam. Second, the divorce or death of the spouse, he or she, and the male or the female refuse to remarry again. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Sheikh, can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Before we do, when you don't want to remarry, it's just because not because you don't have someone who actually, and you are actually afraid that men nowadays are not like Sahaba.
Very good. And they will never be like Sahaba. Okay.
Number one.
Headache,
Number
man.
two, is it true that if you don't remarry and you will be rejoining your husband again in Jannah? Is that true? Because
Okay. Number one, because I know your condition, sister. May Allah reward you for your patience. Okay. Number one, you may love your first so much. Okay. Then Allah gives you another one, and maybe another one, right? Women of Rasulullah, that happened to them. They ask, "O Messenger of Allah, who, if a woman marries more than one man in her life, who she will be with Yawm al-Qiyamah?" He said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah will put her with the kindest of all of them. Whoever was most kind to her. And you don't know who was. Maybe one used to give you a lot of jewelry, but one was very loving and you didn't know it. You didn't realize it. Then you will be with that one. In case of death. Divorce, no. Divorce, you will never be with him again.
So only in the hereafter you know who Allah give.
Yes. You may go, both of you, to Jannah, but you will not be together. Meaning, divorcee. Because the relationship came to an end. By your will. But death is not by your will. It's by his will. So you may rejoin him, Yawm al-Qiyamah. But if you remarried, let's say you remarry, inshallah, another brother. Who you will be with? Could be the first, could be the second. Allah knows who.
Yeah.
Whoever has been nice to you. I understand emotion, especially when you lose a husband. You are in love and then he dies. It's so sad, I know. But listen,
No jealousy in Jannah.
no jealousy. No, now. For example, a sister who loses her husband is not like a sister who her husband divorced her. Big difference. Because he died while you were so in love with him. He died. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him. Like he gave you, he took. Now, the only reason that can stop your sister is looking after the kids. But mashallah, I know your kids, they are now, alhamdulillah, taller than you. Takbir. Yes, yeah. I'd rather see you all happily married sisters. Honestly. All of you. Say Ameen. Let's see what does marriage all about in Islam and why the Sufis refrain to marry. And why shaitan wants you to refrain from it. By the way, one of the maqasid of marriage is what? Stability. Second, when you are second means tranquility and stability. You worship Allah better. Second, one of the maqsad of marriage is what? Children. Children will worship Allah. Or looking after children. And two shepherds are better than one. I repeat, two shepherds better than one. One shepherd, not easy. You need two. Father and mother. Father died. Father of the kids died. Or divorced. Who helps you to to look after your teenagers? Somebody else. Husband or wife? It's only when we struggle, struggle that things don't get well. We always think, oh, we're going to have a problem. No. Why don't we think also positive? We're going to have good life. If people fear Allah, everything will go fine. It's only, sisters, when we put Allah on the side that we suffer.
Because we always see more negative cases.
Yeah, but there are actually positive things. Continue, yalla.
In the view of Abu Hanifa and Ahmad ibn Hanbal, marriage is superior than all voluntary acts since it is the means for the procreation of children.
Very good. Abu Hanifa and Imam Ahmad are with the opinion, may Allah have mercy on them, that marriage is more important than any sunnah. Sunnah meaning extra ibadah. For example, I pray 5 times a day. That's wajib, right? To pray duha is sunnah. Marriage is more important than duha. Marriage is more important than salat tarawih. Marriage is more important than fasting Mondays and Thursdays to them. Because, look, this marriage will lead to, inshallah, children. Your sunnah will lead only to your relationship to Allah. He,
Rasulullah said, marry a woman who is fertile and pleasant, for I will take pride in your large numbers on Judgment Day.
you love Rasulullah sallallahu then?
Yes.
If Rasulullah said, go and marry women who are willing to have more babies, meaning, so that Yawm al-Qiyamah I say to the other prophets, look at my followers.
Okay.
Don't you want to make your father proud? Your mother proud? When you get all A's, it's not just you who's going to be happy. Your mother will be so proud of you. Your father very proud of you, right?
Yeah.
So Rasulullah will be so proud of us when we have mu'min children, etc. Okay, continue.
And Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas radiallahu anhu said, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam rejected Uthman ibn Mad'un request of celibacy. Had he sallallahu alaihi wasallam given permission for it, we would have castrated ourselves.
Look, Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, one of the 10 Sahaba given glad tidings of Jannah. May Allah be pleased with him and all of them. He said Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam rejected completely for Uthman ibn Mad'un to stay unmarried. He said, Ya Rasulullah, I would like to stay like this, not get married. Celibacy. Rasulullah says categorically they refused. Why? If he allowed him, the Sahaba said we were ready to castrate ourselves, to even do surgery to ourselves, not to have babies anymore. Do you understand? Because to them, if Rasulullah allowed one man, the Sahaba would have khalas. But Prophet refused. He said, no, get married and have children. Okay, good.
Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu said, 3 people came to the house of the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, asking about the worship of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they were told, it was as if they regarded it as too little. They said, who are we in comparison to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Allah has forgiven his past and future sins. One of them said, as for me, I will pray all night forever. Another said, I shall fast all my life and never break my fast. The third said, I shall keep away from women and never get married. Thereupon the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after praising Allah, said, are you the ones who said such and such? By Allah, I am the one who fears Allah the most among you, and I am the most pious. But I fast and I break my fast. I pray and I sleep, and I marry women. Whoever turns away from my sunnah is not of me.
Some of our brothers know only the last one. And they focus on the word women, not woman.
Women.
Takbir.
Allah Akbar.
Some of our brothers. And they say, you see what the Prophet said?
Yeah.
He did. About jihad, 29 battles, he didn't? No, no jihad. Takut. Wa alaikum salam. Last?
Ahmad ibn Hanbal said, celibacy has no part in Islam. The Prophet ﷺ married 14 wives, nine of who survived him.
Okay, we said 11. 11 meaning he consummated the marriage with them. 3 said they were just added to his family. He never touched them. Okay? Anyways, according to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, celibacy is forbidden in Islam because Rasulullah was married.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
He also said, if people did not get married, they would not have gone to battle or performed pilgrimage. Allah's Messenger ﷺ used to encourage getting married despite poverty. He used to forbid from celibacy. So whoever does not adhere to the Messenger's sunnah is not on the right path.
He's not on the right path.
Yeah.
So why some Sufis refuse to marry?
Yeah.
It means they are not on the right path. Prophet Yaqub?
Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam got married during his sorrows and had children. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, women have been endeared to me.
Yaqub alayhi salam, although Yusuf got lost, he still got married again. He was in pain of losing Yusuf. He still got married. Some of you will say, your son is missing and you're getting married? Yes. I follow Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, women have been endeared to me. What does it mean, women have been? Astaghfirullah, was he a man of women? No. It means, there are 3 things the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam loved of this dunya. What I was saying. Yeah, 3 things the Prophet ﷺ loved of this dunya. Please remember, 3 things only he loved of this dunya. Number 1, perfume. He loved to put perfume on him. Number 2, salat. He loved to pray. Number 3, he liked to marry women. Understand it the way you want. A clear mind, a clear, pure mind and heart will not misunderstand hadith. No. The things in the dunya he loved most are 3. One to take him to Allah, salat. The other one, perfume he puts on himself to smell good for others. And why women?
To take care of them.
Now why women? Number 1, to take care of them, which some of you don't never see that. Number 2, to increase the number of the ummah. Number 3, to give good example so that the Sahaba don't stay celibacy. Imagine no man marries. Who suffers most? Women.
Yeah.
Because men can take care of themselves. Honestly. They can eat, drink, and this and that. But if there is no marriage, and especially those days, men can sleep with their slaves. But not women. You got it?
Got it.
So please understand the hadith in his context.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he was man of women. Na'udhu billah. The fact that he remarried 2nd time at the age of 54, 53, it proves that he was not into, because usually man is into women between the age of 20 and 45. That's the moment where he is into what you call, he wants women. But 53 plus, he's not into women anymore. And the women he married, most of them older than him or is his age. It's very important to know, sisters, to defend the Prophet. Devil's deception, shaitan can come to you and say, hey, how come your Prophet loves women? Yeah. Loves them in halal. There is nothing wrong with that. To love women in haram, yes. I have to even explain the ABCs. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا